Hello aspirants, welcome to our channel Disc Civil Services in Detail, guiding aspirants to become officers. So today we are going to discuss India's missions for the year 2024-25. Especially we are going to discuss about the ISRO's launches, as this is the high probable topic and definitely at least 3 to 4 questions will appear. So the list of topics I have added as a slides forms, few pictures I have been added so that it will be easy for you to remember, because visualizations plays a key role. The topics which we are going to do, just give a glance so it will be easy for you to. I'm exclusively focused on the 2024 to 2025 launches, and these are the list of topics, important topics. So yes, let's quick fix start our session. First of all, you should know about ISRO. Yes, we'll start like organizational setup. Yes, PM of India, under him there will be a space commission, and under this again comes under, see, this organizational setup is very much important to understand. Under then comes Department of Space, and under this comes 4 bodies, that is autonomous bodies, ISRO, and InSpace, and CSEs. This is highly important because most of the times they framed questions. What are the organizational setup, or what is the body which takes care of? So they, if you remember, there was a question on Antariksh previous years. Which body takes care of operations and management, marketing, commercial wing? What is the commercial wing which takes care of ISRO's activities or Department of Space activities? So Antariksh was the answer. So again in CPS it comes under Antariksh and NSIL. So both are important, which takes care of commercial activities and marketing activities. And in autonomous bodies, these are 4 bodies comes under again. Indian Institute of Space Science and Technology, National Atmospheric Research Laboratory, that is NARL, and again, see, I am writing shortcut but I am teaching in full form. You just make a note of all these important facts and write it in your notes for the quick revision. And then the body which comes under Northeastern Space Application Center, that is NESAC. And again finally Physical Research Laboratory. So come a little bit of historical background, how it started and how it came into force. So initially there was this Indian Space Research Organization. Before that there was a body called INCOSPER, which started in 1962. It has been replaced by ISRO in 1969 and brought under Department of Space under 1972. That's it. That's simple as that. As this is enough. So utilize your brainstorming and just connect it with other space stations like NASA, ESA, European Space Agency, and check out what are the organizational setup and historical background of those. And also comment in our comment section who is the present chairman of, recently 3 people changed. So who is the current chairman of ISRO? Comment in our section. It's a kind of you engaging into the, I'm trying to engage you into the class and think and just try to be like interactive and engaging into the classes kind of. So just try to remember and comment in our comment box about the current chairman of ISRO. That's it. So we are going to discuss the most important aspects. Yes, National Space Day, highly important. They may frame a question on theme, on the purpose or the focus. So I have, instead of giving you a complete PDF or something, I have added slides so that it will be easy for you to remember. So yes, this is theme touching lives while touching the moon, and the main motto is first National Space Day celebrated on August 23, 2024. As this is the historical moment where Chandrayaan-3 mission completely successful and soft landing on moon done, and the moon, the point which they touched, soft landing, that is called Shiv Shakti point. These kind of points really important. So Chandrayaan-3, on which they launched, what is the motto, so what are the missions, what is the vehicle which lifted off, all these things we are going to discuss in this session. For now, just remember that we celebrate National Space Day because of the successful launching, and that point which it touched is Shiv Shakti point, and inaugural day theme is Touching Lives While Touching the Moon, India Space Saga, because we are trying to build ourselves so strong in space technology innovation. We are building Bharatiya Antariksh Station 2. With all these recent achievements, launches gives a lots of synopsis how we are emerging as a powerful nation in the space sector. So this is one important point. Purpose is highlighting India's space missions achievement as well as focusing on impact of space exploration. As I already mentioned, they clearly mentioned when they were discussion on SpaDeX. We are trying to do experiments on minerals available on Moon, Mars, other planets also. So it's high time to explore the space. This is what the vision is. Yes, as I mentioned already, Bharatiya Antariksha Station, high probable. So these are the features, and apart from that, it is a Union Cabinet approved mission, building of the first unit of Bharatiya Antariksha Abhiyan under Gaganyaan program. I will be explaining Gaganyaan program too, which is the first human space flight mission. Of course, for now, just understand it has 5 modules. First module they will be launching by 2028, and 4 missions undergoing on Gaganyaan program by 2026. These years are very important. Chronology is important. If I write all those points, it will take extra few minutes. So that's the reason I'm explaining, and always tell to write running notes, because it is very much important to develop the habit of writing running notes for improving handwriting speed and quick grasping and revision also. So yes, this is the important points, and other than that, the Bharatiya Antariksha Abhiyan main motto is like we have launched SpaDeX now. We are planning to launch this Chandrayaan 4 to bring those moon samples back. And we are also planning for extraction of critical minerals, extraction of checking out moon water samples and all these things. For that, we definitely need a Antariksha station, which is highly important. So in our comment box, just type what are the other nations which have international space stations. I'll just give a crux. There's 2 methods, operative and inoperative. Inoperative are 2. I'll explain. Operative now is Indian space station under 5 countries collaborations like NASA, ESA, China, Russia. So just understand these basic points and understand the importance of having these space stations, because we, as I already mentioned, we are exploring other planets like Aditya-L1, Chandrayaan, SpaDeX. All these are like interconnected projects in exploration of spaces. So what other nations are doing is also important. We should know what other nations are doing. So yes, other nations already international space station है जो under 5 countries collaborations में operative है. So what are the inoperative space stations are there too, मतलब वो एग्जॉस्ट हो चुके हैं. सो व्हाट आर दोज टू, कमेंट करिए और अपना भी कमेंट कीजिए. दैट्स इट, नथिंग मोर देन दैट. और इनका लॉन्च कैसे होगा, इम्पोर्टेंस कैसा है, ये पूरा मतलब जस्ट व्हेन यू आर राइटिंग समथिंग रिलेटेड टू टेक्नोलॉजी और स्पेस और एक्सप्लोरेशंस और इनोवेशंस एंड अचीवमेंट्स ऑफ ISRO, just write those important facts. That's it, nothing more than that. I have clearly mentioned these points and I have clearly attached these pics for you to understand how to remember the facts. That's it. तो एज ऑफ नाउ भारतीय अंतरिक्ष अभियान का मतलब स्टेशन का जो भी है फीचर्स, यस दे आर गोइंग टू लॉन्च बाय दिस ईयर. यस, दिस इज द टारगेट एंड दिस इज द मोटो एंड दिस इज व्हाट वी आर डूइंग. फॉर ओन स्टेशन किस लिए ज़रूरी है, बिकॉज चंद्रयान 4 में जो लोग हमारे कैप्टन्स जा रहे हैं दे आर मेन मोटो इज टू ब्रिंग बैक दोस excuse me, bring back those moon samples, and we are trying to build our own station for the cruise operations, docking and everything, as that's the reason we have launched this SpaDeX. I'll be explaining that too. Just yes, as I already mentioned, Gaganyaan 4 mission. So check out other important features of this Gaganyaan mission. So yes, they may frame questions. So who are the people, crew members? Those 4, they may give few names and tell you to identify. Yes, so Captain Prashant Balakrishnan Nair, Ajit Krishnan, Angad Pratap, Subhanshu Shukla are the 4, and Subhanshu Shukla is the first person who is going to enter. This is how you have to study and remember, and this is under Gaganyaan mission is very much important because this year definitely they frame a question as it is the first human space flight, and main objective is to transport a team of astronauts to an orbit of 400 kilometers and above the earth for a 3-day expedition, something like. And it will also carry, it is highly important, half humanoid Vyomitra, that is space brain. If you have seen Interstellar movie, you might have seen one robo will be there, which always helps because they explore the whole world. So if possible, watch Interstellar movie. Many people said it's a completely confusion, still didn't understood. But if you watch once or twice, these kind of movies gives lots of knowledge, and it will make you feel like yes, this is what we are learning and studying in books. So वो pictorial form आपको helpful होगा. So Vyomitra is such a half humanoid, and as भारतीय गगनयान प्रोग्राम में जो मतलब ये जा रहे हैं इनका होगा मतलब other than this there will be they will be carrying LV-M3 and HLV-M3 for carrying crew safety to space. And all there are many features like a successful launch of a Gaganyaan will take India fourth country because US, Russia, China are the one who have launched crewed spacecrafts. So we will be the fourth one with launching with 4 members. So इसमें solid state होगा, liquid state होगा, कैसे propulsion होगा, कैसे launch होगा, how many cages, all these things just for now not necessary. Just you remember these points. That's it. SpaDeX highly important. This repeatedly appeared in current affairs and few test series. If you are thorough, just remember in our sessions we have discussed about it because ISRO every time frames questions, and these are the very impeccable and significant features, significant launches these years. So highly important. SpaDeX C60 that you have to remember. And PSLV C60, if SpaDeX is the PSLV C60, what is C59, what is C58, and what is C62? Just comment in our comment section. See, if I tell you, you will remember and understand. But if you try to do a little bit of 1 minute research and answer in the comment box, it will give you a more clarity and remembering. I mean, kind of that power of remembering and all these things. Yes. So this is the most successful launch of SpaDeX. It has 2 SpaDeX satellites, that is Chaser and Target. So main motto is like they have already successfully completed. If you have attended our sessions, current affairs sessions regularly, you might have thorough with these points. There is no need to do revision on missions, especially because all these points we have already done. But again, I am giving a crux kind of for the quick revision or before exams. So main purpose is like docking and undocking and refueling, refueling, and most importantly, crew management, fueling purpose, cargo purpose. That's it. Nothing more than that. No need to go into the details. This is highly important. Yes. After this is again fourth nation after US, Russia, and China. So space docking experiment satellites by PSLV C60. Yes, so PSLV C60 also taken poem 4. So PSLV C58 एक्सपो प्लैनेट को लेके गया था, उसके साथ साथ poem 3 को भी लेके गया था. We will be discussing about these two. So poem 4 is all about launched with the PSLV C60. Main purpose is to provide. See, poem full form तो जानना होगा ना. PSLV Orbital Experimental Module. So main purpose is to provide cost-effective platform for on-orbit experiment. That's it, nothing more than that. Because if you go into the very details of many more things, it will be like making you feel like oh, थोड़ा exhaust हो जा रहा है. Because space, it terminologies, launches, names, थोड़ा याद रहना पड़ेगा ना. Yes, so I already explained this. Chandrayaan 3 very important, damn sure question आएगा. So गगनयान का पढ़ो. गगनयान के साथ साथ connect it with Chandrayaan 3. And then Chandrayaan 3 के साथ साथ yes, this is going to be interconnectivity and this is a kind of interlinking concepts. इसके साथ भारतीय अंतरिक्ष स्टेशन का पढ़ो, then connect that to the SpaDeX. All these 4 are interconnected. So if I explain again, it will take extra few minutes. You might have already done and read this since last 1 year, but again I'll explain. This is a lunar landing, successful module, and सतीश धावन स्पेस सेंटर से लॉन्च किया गया था, सक्सेसफुल था. लैंडिंग पॉइंट आई ऑलरेडी मेंशन, दैट इज शिव शक्ति पॉइंट. इट इज लैंडर रोवर एंड प्रोपल्शन मॉड्यूल कॉन्फ़िगरेशन था. एंड अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस, दीज आर द फ्यू इंपॉर्टेंट फीचर्स. जस्ट गिव ए क्विक फिक्स, बस दैट्स इट. वन लैंडर का था, वन लूनर डे एंड मास पावर. These are the few kgs. Mission life was like carry the lander and rover, all these things. Payload क्या था, 3 to 6 months था. That's it. So nothing more than that. And yes, ISRO successfully launches GSLV-F15, marking 100th launch from Sriharikota. This is highly important because IRNS जो 7 constellation से 8th भी हुआ था, this is the 9th. So this 100th जो है स्पेशली फॉर IRNSS का जो सैटेलाइट नेविगेशन सैटेलाइट सिस्टम है नाविक, उसमें प्लेस लेने के लिए उसको उसमें एक जो था जो इट गॉट ख़राब हो गया है, उसको रिप्लेस करने के लिए 100th कर रहे हैं. ये 100th का मेन मोटो है इज लाइक नाविक में जाके इट विल टेक प्लेस एंड गिविंग सपोर्ट टू द अगेन कम्युनिकेशन एंड नेविगेशन सैटेलाइट सिस्टम. दैट्स इट. उससे ज़्यादा सीखने की सुनने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, बिकॉज द मोर यू गो इन टू द वेरी डिटेल्स इट विल बी लाइक गिविंग एक्स्ट्रा काइंड ऑफ, मतलब उससे ज़्यादा एग्जाम के लिए अभी के लिए ज़रूरत नहीं है. दैट्स इट. Proba-3 हाईली इंपॉर्टेंट अगेन, मतलब जो ज़्यादा बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है वो हम आपको बता रहे हैं. इसका इसलिए ज़्यादा डिस्कशन नहीं कर रहे हैं क्योंकि सिंपल है. GSLV-F15 से गया है, 100th लॉन्च है, सक्सेसफुल है, हिस्टोरिकल है, सो हाई चांसेस ऑफ अपीयरिंग है. तो IRNSS के बारे में यू शुड हैव एन आइडिया. सो व्हाट आर द अदर सैटेलाइट्स, सो किस किस से लॉन्च किया गया था, व्हाट इज़ द मेन मोटो प्रोजेक्ट का, और व्हाट इज़ द मेन ऑब्जर्वेशन क्या है. यस. So yes, Proba-3, as I already mentioned, it is a European Space Agency और Indian ISRO का successfully launched project था for onboard autonomy mission का था. तो it is PSLV, as I already mentioned, PSLV C60 is SpaDeX. So what is C59? So what is C58? What is C62? This is what I said, no? So just go through this once again and check it out. That's it, nothing more than that. So iska Proba-3 mission is mainly for the purpose of what it's called. See here clearly they mentioned Proba comprises 2 spacecraft launched together which one safety in orbit. That's it, nothing more than that. उससे ज़्यादा लेने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. हाँ, ऐसे बताया था ना. C59 is Proba, C60 is SpaDeX, C58 is XPoSat Mission along with POEM-3, as I already mentioned. So this has been launched on Jan 1, 2024. Main purpose is to send an observatory to study astronomical sources. That is nothing more than that. For studying black holes, neutron stars, etc. GSAT-N2 satellite, highly important again because successfully launched by SpaceX. See, Axiom 4 is there again in use. The 4 name itself indicates, yes, ISRO, NASA, and SpaceX and Axiom Space. These are the 4 nations combinedly doing this. So just check it out. What is the features of Axiom 4.2? Might be having chances of appearing in exam. Other than that, I'll give few important points. So this is one communication satellite recently by SpaceX Falcon. And these are the important points. As it is the Elon Musk SpaceX. See, lots of discussions are going on. Trump, US, Musk, those his space explorations, his investment and all these things. So having high chances of appearing in exam. So just get it, few facts. Just it's a communication satellite, GSAT-N2. So they may frame a question. So what is Falcon 9? Which organization or which body sent? What is the main motto? Is it a connectivity across the country which helps to it will it help enhancing the broadband services or connectivity? Is it a satellite which is for giving information on so ऐसे बोल के they will give 3-4 statements and ask you to communicate which of the following. Is it a communication or navigation or weather forecasting kind of, because most of the time they frame questions. So IRNS का जो है नाविक का जो है satellites communications है, तो what is their functions 1 2 3 4 5 they ask like this. So communication, telecommunication, navigation, helpful for weather forecasting, and even give information on monsoonal predictions and all these things. So these kind of things little bit nation which is sending or मतलब first launch का name क्या है, what is the name of the launch, so which is the organization launching, and what is the main purpose, and what is the observation, so date and duration. Finally, is there any connective or interconnected point, like उसके बाद में कुछ जा रहा है, जैसे कि चंद्रयान 1 2 के बाद 3 गया है, 4 जा रहा है गगनयान, which is again connected to that. So that's how you have to study and understand. That's it, nothing more important. Analog space mission again in use because of this is the first time मार्स एंड मून्स को एनालॉग मिशन पढ़ने के लिए लेह में लद्दाख में लॉन्च किया गया था. इट इज़ मेनली चूजन फॉर द रीजन सैंडी रॉकी सॉइल दैट रिजेंबल मार्शियन एंड लूनर रेगोलिथ. सो दिस इज द फर्स्ट एनालॉग स्पेस मिशन especially by India's first one. As Ladakh's extreme temperatures, low oxygen levels helpful for researchers to support this system. This is the reason they have chosen this point. That's it, nothing more than that. Along with this, there's a one more point. Mars moon का तो ये है. Vyom is there. I hope you remember. Venus Orbiter Mission. Sorry, VOM. VOM. Venus Orbiter Mission is there. It is highly important because India's maiden mission to Venus, it is especially name itself clearly explains. The main motto is like examining the dust in the Venus atmosphere, its air glow, mapping surface, what is the spectrum, what are the characteristic features, how the thermal magnetism techniques works there. So Mars 2028 में भेजा जाएगा. That's it, nothing more than that. And launch vehicle will be like Mark 3. As we already discussed about these vehicles. कौन से vehicle में गया है पूछेगा. That is LVM-3. Nothing more than that. And apart from that, what are the nearest मतलब इस ये तो जो nearest है अर्थ के लिए, तो इसको अर्थ से ट्विंस भी बोलते हैं वीनस को. So what are the other features if you feel like, what are the other missions to Venus? This is how you have to think and understand. So other missions to Venus is like US ने भेजा है Mariner, Soviet Union ने भेजा है Venera, and US again one more is there, that is Magellan, and India's NASA's Da Vinci is also there, Veritas is there, Envision is there. So whenever I'm teaching something again and again, I'm repeating this point. If I write it down here, it will take extra few minutes because I know time and energy are very valuable. So whenever I'm teaching something, you please make a note of all these points and try to develop that writing habit of writing important notes. That's it. Aditya-L1, highly important. Aditya-L1 is inserted into hollow orbit and takes once in something 2024, early 2024, as we have said these are the 2024 current affairs too. So 178 days will take to complete one revolution, and main motto is like around this Lagrange L1 point. What is this Lagrange L1 point? At the Lagrange L1 point, the gravitational pull of the two large bodies equals necessary centripetal force. मतलब सिंपल है भैया. अभी ये सन है. This is how they grow. So यहाँ कुछ पॉइंट्स होते हैं. L3, L5 एंड मतलब यहाँ ये सन होगा तो ये अर्थ होगा फॉर एग्जांपल. सो ये पॉइंट होगा L1. इफ दिस इज सन, इफ दिस इज अर्थ, दिस इज विल बी L1. एंड ये जो पॉइंट रहता है मतलब ऐसे, आई एम सॉरी, ऐसे जो मतलब उनका कुछ होता है. आई एम सॉरी, आई एम जस्ट ट्राइंग टू, मतलब ये होगा मून. So this point will be L1 and this point will be L4 and this point will be L5 and this will be L3 and this will be this will be L2. So this is what I am trying to explain. मतलब जहाँ तक मुझे समझ में आया, I try to explain it well, but इतना ज़्यादा अंदर जाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. We are not doing any space sciences or something. We are just writing our competitive exam to clear the exam and get good rank, get good government job. For that you need to have the basic and depth analysis. That's okay. But ज़्यादा Lagrangian point क्या है वो सब ज़रूरत नहीं है. Just remember कि लॉन्च किया गया है L1 lies between Sun and Earth line which is about 1.5 million kilometer from the Earth. That's it. ये simple point याद रखिए, nothing more than that, उससे ज़्यादा ज़रूरत नहीं है. तो मेन हॉलो ऑर्बिट्स क्या होता है वो एक बार देख लीजिए. L1 पॉइंट क्या है, what is L1 point, what is hollow orbit, just give a one line points, that's it, nothing more than that. So main motto is like it is the first Indian space mission to study the sun, especially study of solar's upper atmosphere, chromosphere and coronadynamics. So it will be helping for developing and observing the in situ particle and plasma environment, because which is very important to understand the space weather. So Aditya-L1 uske liye important hai, nothing more than that. And that's it, nothing. Yeah, almost after a year, mission has yielded again Aditya-L1K. These are the studies and outcomes. So just keep these points, write these points in your notes and understand. And if you are writing something related to mains, quote these points there. That's it, nothing more than that. And it is clearly talking about Earth space disrupting radio communication networks, etc. So what is this CM is? Coronal mass ejection. I has already mentioned to study the corona. So coronograph and coronadynamics. Sorry, not corona, pandemic. वो corona नहीं है. This is something different. So just understand, that's it, nothing more than that. INSAT-3DS Satellite, highly important because launched on February 7 to get enhanced meteorological observation, monitor land and ocean surfaces for weather forecasting. It's a 3DR in orbit satellites, that's it. So what is 3D satellites? क्या करते हैं? पढ़ते हैं, ऑब्जर्व करते हैं, मॉनिटर करते हैं ओशन सर्फेसेस और वेदर फॉरकास्टिंग के लिए. हाउ इट विल हेल्प? यस, प्रिडिक्टिंग मानसून्स विच विल बी हेल्पिंग फॉर अगेन गुड फार्मिंग, एग्रीकल्चर फार्मिंग इम्प्रूवमेंट होगा, प्रोड्यूस ज़्यादा आएगा. और अर्ली वार्निंग सिस्टम्स की वजह से जो डिजास्टर्स होते हैं वी कैन बी लाइक प्रिपेयर, लिटिल बिट ऑफ डिजास्टर प्रिपेयरनेस रहेगा, रिहेबिलिटेशन इमीडिएटली हो जाएगा और उसकी वजह से डैमेज जो डिजास्टर का होता है वो कम कर सकते हैं, कैन रिड्यूस द इम्पैक्ट एंड लॉस ऑन बोथ लाइफ एंड इकोनॉमी. सो दिस इज हाईली इम्पोर्टेंट. Yes, EOS-08 mission, again important. Earth observation satellite on board small satellite launch vehicle on August 16, 2024. If possible, remember the chronology of the launches. Like when Chandrayaan-1, when Chandrayaan-2, when Chandrayaan-3, when Gaganyaan-4, when Aditya-L1. Dates little bit important है. If possible, remember those chronology. मैं अगर लिख के दे दूंगी तो आप little bit homework करो भैया, तो आपको ज़्यादा याद रहेगा. Take a 2 or 3 papers of A4 size, just make a note of all these things in a chronological order. If possible, again as our style, एक chart बना दो. मतलब mission नेम 1 2 3 एस नंबर डाल के मिशन का नेम डाल दो. एजेंसी और नेशन विच इज़ लॉन्चिंग, जैसे कि इंडिया है, नासा है. इफ़ देर आर कोलैबोरेशन, यस नासा प्लस इसरो प्लस रशिया प्लस इंडिया इसरो, ऐसे कुछ डाल दो. डाल के व्हाट इज़ द मेन मोटो एंड व्हाट इज़ द प्लैनेट, मतलब सन है, मून है, वीनस है, व्हाट इज़ दैट एंड व्हाट आर द ड्यूरेशन. यहाँ लॉन्च डेट भी डाल दो मिशन के नेम साथ. सो व्हाट इज द ड्यूरेशन एंड फाइनली व्हाट आर द रिमार्क्स और पॉइंट्स यू वांट टू. सिंपल, ये चार्ट बना के लिख के रख लो, इजी हो जाएगा. इफ पॉसिबल आई ट्राई टू डू दैट चार्ट एंड प्रेजेंट इट इन फ्यू डेज. एक 2 to 3 मिनट्स का सेशन बना के उसको आपको बताऊंगी, सो देन इट विल बी हेल्पफुल फॉर यू. यस, चंद्रयान 3 का तो हाईली इंपॉर्टेंट है एज ऑलरेडी मेंशन. विक्रम लैंडर का एक इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट रख लीजिए, मतलब सिंपल नेशनल डे. I'll just explain, just wait. Chandrayaan-3 नेशनल स्पेस डे को कर रहे हैं, उसके साथ साथ अगस्त 2024 23rd को गया है, इसलिए उस दिन वी आर सेलिब्रेटिंग नेशनल स्पेस डे एंड मेनली अकॉम्प्लिश्ड फॉर सॉफ्ट लैंडिंग ऑफ विक्रम लैंडर ऑन द लूनर सरफेस. Again, that point which they landing site was named as Shiv Shakti Point, and soft landing was followed by successful deployment of this Pragyan, that is rover. So India is 4th country after US, Russia and China to launch. Recently Japan became 5th country for smart landing of this moon, and launch vehicle is GSLV MK3. That's it, nothing more than that. So key payload क्या था? चंद्रा सरफेस थर्मो फिजिकल एक्सपेरिमेंट है, चेस्ट and alpha particle, APXS, alpha particles X-ray spectrometer. That's it, nothing more than that. So ज़्यादा उससे डिटेल्स जाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. हाँ, so poem 4 as I already mentioned, poem 3 का बताया था मैंने. So poem 4 has been successfully launched. किसके साथ? SpaDeX के PSLV C60 के साथ. That's it. Nothing more than that. Give a quick fix revision of all these important points. If possible, check out the most important facts like what is this reusable launch vehicle, वो भी टेक्नोलॉजी, RLV टेक्नोलॉजी. इफ पॉसिबल वो भी एक बार देख लीजिए लॉन्च टेक्नोलॉजी क्या है. और व्हाट आर द अदर ऑब्जर्वेशनल सैटेलाइट्स EOS-08 के साथ साथ व्हाट आर द अदर ऑब्जर्वेशनल सैटेलाइट्स आर देयर. And Aryabhatta, it has been completed 50 years of launch of Aryabhatta, which is first mission of India. So वो एक बार देख लीजिए. Other than that, Chandrayaan 4 का features क्या है? So it is a mission to successor to Chandrayaan 3, mainly to develop and demonstrate key technologies, especially to bringing those lunar samples back. So what is the technology capabilities where we are planning to improve that and building back by 2040, returning safely back to Earth 2040 को. So other than that, LUPEX mission is there. This is again future mission. Main purpose is to investigate the quantity and quality of water on the moon. So इस तरह थोड़ा देख लीजिए, nothing more than that. और मतलब एग्जाम के लिए जो पॉइंट्स हैं जैसे कि स्मॉल सैटेलाइट लॉन्च व्हीकल्स हैं और ये जैसे कि रीयूजेबल लॉन्च व्हीकल टेक्नोलॉजीज हैं. Just give a quick fix. Is there any important facts like Aryabhatta का 50th year हुआ है as already mentioned. AstroSat is there. So just give मतलब जितना भी आप पढ़ोगे उतना ज़्यादा आपको नॉलेज मिलेगा, लेकिन जितना ज़्यादा unnecessary irrelevant मैटर पढ़ लोगे तो टाइम और एनर्जी वेस्ट हो जाएगा. सो मेक श्योर दैट यू शुड बी कनेक्टेड टू द इम्पॉर्टेंट एंड रिलेवेंट पॉइंट्स ऑफ द एग्जाम एंड यू शुड बी लाइक फोकसिंग ऑन द मतलब पाथ डिविएट नहीं करनी चाहिए. Be on track and be on path. And whenever you need any help or assistance or support, please drop a message. We are here to help you. I know SNT is such a raw, rustic subject. It's not that easy to remember. But of course, with a planned logical application, you can excel it. And study well. Have a wonderful day. Start doing revisions, prelims ahead. It's a high important time for you to build your career so strong. Make sure whenever you are reading something, try to write a quick fix note, revision notes for all the topics. If whenever you need anything, any help, guidance, mentorship, just drop a message. We are here to help you. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.